Can you tell me something that President Trump did while he was president that you didn't like?
And I know everybody's answer is probably tweeting. And I loved his tweeting for one reason. It was like the red laser. He would tweet and get them over here thinking about all this while he's over here really getting some stuff done. And no, I can't think of very many things that he did.
One thing?
Let them steal the election in 2020. Because he said he knew they were going to do it, so I'm kind of wondering why he didn't do something about it.
And do you think it was a stolen election in 2020?
No doubt in my mind. I watched it myself with my own eyes at 3 o'clock in the morning on TV.
What did you see?
I saw all the ladies in Georgia pull all those ballots out, and I watched her run the same ones over and over. And I watched it with my own eyes. I don't need anyone to tell me it was stolen. I watched it.
The government, the state government in Georgia said that was totally innocent, and that was
they did.
Well, it's a Republican government there, so I'm just curious.
No, it's a Republican government.
What would you have to hear to make you believe that was just an innocent, and that's?
I watched it with my own eyes. Nothing. There's nothing that can make me believe that wasn't stolen. And they're arresting people individually for all of this. I mean, Trump just said it. They found in Pennsylvania that everything we said was right. They're just not showing it all at one time to show how much fraud there really was. I don't know if you've seen 2,000 Mules, but that shows exactly how they did it. I knew they did it. 2,000 Mules showed me how they did it.
Is there anything he did that you didn't like when he was president?
Like policy-wise or...
Anything. Is there anything you didn't like about it?
The one thing, me personally... Okay, what I'm saying is me personally, the big thing you hear from people is the tweets. If he was to just shut up and stop tweeting, okay? I personally love them. Like, he would tweet, and I know, watch this. They're all going to go nuts on NBC, and they're all going to start going crazy. Like, me personally, like, I enjoyed that. It was fun because I watching it. They're so predictable, but that is the one thing that even like way calmer people on our side are just like, hey man, if you back off that, you're gonna get so much more support. There's validity to that. So if he was to tone it down a little bit, he would open up another segment of the market that is just kind of,
Well, the tweets. I mean, obviously, if he would have kept off the tweets, I think he would have probably still be president.
I don't follow Mr. Trump because I like Trump. I go after Trump because I like the way he does things. I don't like very much the way he talks, but I don't care about the way he talks. What I do care is where are we going with Mr. Trump? And that's the point I want to get.
He might say a few things that people don't always like.
You don't want your daughter to hear, for example?
My granddaughter.
Granddaughter. See, look at that.
But, maybe I don't always say all the things I should either. So I can tolerate what he does.
So you're talking, what are the issues that are upsetting you most now in the state of Florida? I mean, I can ask you first.
Just everything. Everything is going down the drain. Our freedoms, our liberties, the mandates, the closing of everything in other states. Thank God for DeSantis here in Florida. We were open. But we're losing our freedoms little by little.
They say as they're career politicians. All they're there is just for their own interests. They put themselves first, and they put us, the American citizen, not even second or third or fourth in the line, all the way down at the bottom. It's
making millions of dollars. Yeah. How are these people millionaires with the salary they're supposed to get? They were not millionaires when they went in as a politician.
Right. Most of them are, and most of the people. There's some wealthy politicians. This guy came in wealthy before he. Was before.
He was already a billionaire, exactly. That was actually my point. I mean, to be honest with you, in 2016, we didn't vote for him. We didn't vote for Hillary Clinton either, but we didn't vote for either one of them. And 2 years and a half into his office, he actually won us because pretty much everything that he promised, he delivered. Most politicians, they come in and tell you when they're running for a position, they tell you, I promise you this and this and this and that. They won't even achieve 20% of the things they actually promised. This guy actually went. We pretty much achieved everything.
Energy independence, and now Biden is closing all of our. That's why gas prices are soaring. They want to blame everything on Russia, but if you're closing The pipelines everywhere. Of course, we're going to have. We need to be energy independent. So we shouldn't have to beg for other people for oil.
I want my country of Cuba to be free, and it takes a big man to want to do something like that. And I think Donald Trump might be that one person to make that happen.
He didn't do it last time, though, did he?
Well, I'll tell you. I went to the first inauguration event here in Miami when he announced he was going to run, and he said he was going to do it in the second term, never said the first term, but I was there present. I have pictures right here. So I do believe what he said. I just think he had so many other priorities to take care of that he couldn't do anything else but what he did. He had a lot of enemies around him. We all know he did.